In 1829, at the age of 37, Rossini premiered his epic opera William Tell. It was his 39th opera, and subsequently, whether from exhaustion or because he had attained as much success as he desired, it was his last. For, although he was to live another 39 years, he never penned another opera. Just 18 months later, Rossini was traveling in Madrid with his friend and supporter Alexandre Aguado, when a mutual friend, an influential prelate named Varela, asked him to set the Stabat Mater to music. Ordinarily, Rossini would have refused such a request, but because he owed so much to Aguado, he agreed, on condition that the work be used for private performance only, and the manuscript never be made public. After composing about half the score, health problems caused Rossini to delay its completion. Finally, when it became apparent that he was not going to be able to finish the project, he asked his friend Tadolini to complete the work on his behalf, and on March 26, 1832, the score was sent to Madrid, and Rossini was sent a gold snuff box encrusted with diamonds in gratitude. That would have been the end of it, and we would likely never have heard of the Stabat Mater if it weren't for what happened next. When Varela, the prelate, died in 1837, the Stabat Mater was sold by his heirs to the publisher Aulagnier, who wrote to Rossini joyfully announcing their intention to publish the work. Rossini wrote back to them immediately, saying that if they went ahead with their plans, he would pursue the matter to the death. He then quickly set to the task of completing the work himself, replacing the movements that Tadolini had written, and sold the rights of his newly revised Stabat Mater to his own publisher, Trupenat. A long legal battle ensued, which Rossini and his publisher won when the court decided that a snuff box, no matter how elegant, did not constitute payment. Finally, on January 7, 1842, the revised Stabat Mater was premiered in Paris, followed 3 months later by performances in Bologna, all to great acclaim. The text of the Stabat Mater is a 13th century liturgical poem which takes its title from the opening line, which translates, "The mother stood in sorrow." It is a poem about Mary, the mother of Jesus, at the foot of the cross. Like its cousin text, the Dies Irae, it is a Latin poem written in trochaic tetrameter, 3 lines of dadam, 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 or Stabat Mater Dolorosa. Although it is not set as often as other liturgical texts, there is a long list of distinguished composers who have set it. Among them are Palestrina, Vivaldi, Pergolesi, Haydn, Dvorak, Verdi, Poulenc, and Pärt. Although Rossini's Stabat Mater was begun reluctantly and finished seemingly out of spite, he did write one other large sacred work at the end of his long life, the Petite Messe Solennelle, this time quite willingly and for no particular occasion. In between these 2 large sacred works, Rossini wrote about 150 songs and piano pieces to be performed at the small gatherings which he often hosted himself. These pieces, which he termed Péchés de vieillesse, sins of old age, have been highly regarded over time, and some of them are captured in Respighi's La Boutique Fantasque, the magic toy shop. Rossini was known as a wit and a gourmet. He liked to give the impression that he was lazy and didn't put a lot of effort into his work. He claimed that he would lie in bed writing, and if the papers fluttered away, he would just start a new piece rather than get out of bed. He could write music very fast. The Barber of Seville was written in 13 days. But he wrote with greater care than he would have others believe. At the end of his Petite Messe Solennelle, written with great skill at the age of 71, Rossini includes a note which gives us a good sense of his self-deprecating sense of humor. Dear God, well, this poor little Mass is completed. Have I for once written real sacred music, or merely damned bad music? I was born for opera buffa, as thou knowest. Little skill, but some heart. That about sums it up. So, blessed be thou, and grant me paradise.